Hey guys, Jared here from Focus Group Florida, Keller Williams Realty, Focus Homes, your local custom home builder, and Focus Remodels when you love where you live and you want to make it better. This week, the average home sold price is up 25% in Central Florida. We have 9% housing shortage, and the mortgage rates have stayed flat. Let's have a look at the details for Lakeland and Polk County, Central Florida, and what's happening in real estate in the last 7 days. So the average home sold was a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom home at 1973 square feet. That indicator is a major difference for the numbers this week. That's up 119 square feet from last week, and that makes a huge difference in the average price. So the average list price went up $81,000 to $423,000, and the average sold price went up $76,000 year over year. Week over week to $409,000. That's a massive swing, so I fully expect that to come back next week, but that was a very large number. That was, to be exact, 24.98% increase from last week. That's huge. That feels like an anomaly. Let's see what happens next week. Our days on the market stayed the same at 57 days. Our sold price to list price went up 1 percentage point to 98%. That means the sales price compared to list price was only 2% off. I will tell you that does not include price adjustments. That does not include, meaning if the house started at $600,000 and the final list price was $550 and it sold for $540, that number is off the last list price number, okay? Number two, it doesn't take into account concessions. Please remember that. If the seller's paying closing costs, buying down points, getting a new roof, what have you, that's not included in that number. The average list price per square foot went up $8 per square foot to $202. That's the best it's been in weeks. And the average sold price per square foot went up $7 per square foot to $196 per square foot. Again, those are really, really strong numbers. Let's have a look at new listings, sold listings, and new pending listings. So in Lakeland, we stayed relatively steady at 106 new listings. Sold listings went down to 84 listings, and new pendings went up to 109. So if you listen to those numbers, we had more new pendings, homes off the market than onto the market with new listings. So we're at a 97% replenishment ratio. It's pretty close, but we had more taken off the market than put on. And in Polk County, we had 556 new listings, which is up from last week at 449. We had sold listings down to 390. That's over 100 less than last week. But if you remember, last week's numbers included the end of the month, which also typically spike. New pendings, 472. Those are all strong numbers. We need to be over 400. We're right there. For Lakeland, over 100. We're right there. So we're in good shape. For the county, we're 117% replenishment. We're putting more homes on the market than we're taking off at the moment. Okay, let's have a look at the listings that were taken off the market this week. We had a massive increase of units. Last week, we had 28 units that were removed from the market for being canceled, withdrawn, or expired listings. This week we had 50. That is the largest number for some time. Removed from the market completely, 29 canceled listings, 3 withdrawn listings, 18 expired listings. That's a jump of 22 units when it was 28. A jump of 22 is pretty significant, not quite 100%, but it's getting close. That's pretty significant. People giving up on selling their houses. Housing supply. Now, let's go back to that briefly. I skirted over that. What are we learning? We're learning the house must be move-in ready unless you're selling it as a fixer-upper and pricing it as a fixer-upper, okay? Number two, it can't have projects. If you've got old kitchens, you can't price it as if it has a new kitchen. If it's got old bathrooms, it has to be priced accordingly. If it has an exterior that's old, that needs to be updated, roofs, ACs, water heaters, you name it, got to be done, get top dollar. Let me give you an example. We've had 2 absolutely fantastic listings go pending quickly. So we had one at just under $500,000, beautiful house, under contract within a couple weeks. $1 million listing, 10 days, boom, under contract. When it's ready, it's fixed, there's no projects, and they can move in. People are willing to buy these homes for great value. So please take that into consideration when you're listing your house. If there's things to do and your realtor tells you this kitchen will cost $30,000, you can't price the house as if it's got the new kitchen. Okay, it's just not going to move, and then it'll be canceled. Waste a lot of time, a lot of effort. No need to do that. Just go ahead and bite the bullet or price it as if the new buyer is going to do it. Months of supply is a 5.44, so we're not quite equilibrium. We have 91% of the houses we need, and we have a 9% shortage, so there are more buyers than sellers. Seller's market. As mentioned before, listings have actually gone down. So it's small. We only had 7, a shrinkage of 7, sort of 1,094 for Lakeland, down from 1,101. The actual listings that had a price drop went down slightly to 157 this week. And for the county, it was at 872 listings out of over 5,000. The mortgage rate, even though we had some fluctuation a couple days ago with stock market moves, the actual 30-year rate stayed quite level. So that's where we are at that. Please, a couple things to note. If you have a home you would like to sell, then our sister company, Focus Remodels, has the ability to help you update that home and get paid at closing. So there's one option. Number 2, if you're buying a home and it needs updates, we have a special program that will allow you to purchase that home and include the renovation costs in the loan, so you only have one payment at one rate. Not 2 different loans, not a HELOC, not a home equity, none of that stuff. Just easy purchase, renovation, all in one thing. Also, if you purchase a home and then you need to do renovations, we can help you with that. We have secondary financing for that, which is easy to come by if you don't have the cash to accomplish it. So there's a few ways you can buy and update your home through Focus Remodels that we can help you do. Also, if you need to sell your house and move on, please ask about the Focus Home Swap program that allows you to buy your next house first, move in. You have up to 6 months to sell your old house, and if there's enough equity, we can even take some of that and update that to sell it for a greater price. So there's lots of things available. I just want to say a big thank you to everybody who came out to First Friday. Fantastic response. We really appreciate seeing all of you, and we hope to see you again soon. If you ever have questions about real estate, custom home building, remodeling, please give us a call, give us a text. We're here to help you. We're a resource for you. All right, talk to you soon, and goodbye.